How you perceive yourself is how others will perceive you. If you think low of yourself, you have low self-esteem, and your self-esteem is based on how much people like you. And if you're the type of person who does not like themselves both physically and also in any other aspect about yourself, then watch this video because it will definitely help you in how to uplift your self-esteem and how to start implementing good habits into your life that will improve your looks. Looking good is not all about the physical aspect. Looking good is also a mindset. The way you view yourself in your mind is going to get reflected in your physical aspect. If you think low of yourself, you have low self-esteem, you don't love yourself, you expect others to compliment you in order to feel beautiful, then that's not a great thing. You're not supposed to expect someone to compliment you in order to feel beautiful. And if nobody compliments you, then you don't love yourself. You don't like yourself. You're not supposed to act that way. You're not supposed to expect someone to validate you. You should be able to know your worth without someone else's validation, because your own validation is what actually matters. If you want to look good, you have to love the way you look despite what others might say about you. Because like I just said recently, looking good is a mindset, is the way you feel and think about yourself. Even if there might be some days where you don't feel beautiful, you feel like you don't deserve anything good to happen to you, you still have to continue having the mindset that you are the most beautiful, the most drop-dead gorgeous person on the planet, and you deserve every single beautiful thing that this world has to offer to you. You're not supposed to allow someone else to convince you that you are not worthy of love, that you're not all that, physically speaking, or that you will never make it where you want to make it. This is why it's important to never tell anyone what you're trying to do with your life, because they might discourage you with their words. So you're not supposed to allow someone else to convince you of things that you would not love to hear. You're supposed to validate yourself by looking in the mirror and loving what you see, even if it's hard. There might be times where you absolutely hate the image that the mirror is reflecting to you, but you have to stand up for yourself and realize that if you think low of yourself all the time, you have low self-esteem, you need validation from other people, you're going to see the version of yourself that you dislike. You're going to constantly need someone else's approval and validation and compliments to feel some sort of worth about yourself, to feel beautiful. And if all of a sudden someone insulted your looks, so what about it? You're not supposed to allow them to affect you mentally and emotionally. What they said about you does not represent who you truly are. A happy person that is satisfied with themselves and with their life will never go out their way and insult someone else, because a happy person does not have time nor the energy to spread negativity upon other people, because that is a reflection of their low self-esteem. So you do not want to accept insults from such people, and in general you're not supposed to accept insults from anybody, because like I just said, a happy person with high self-esteem will never go out their way and insult other people, because they're just too busy with enjoying their lives and also because they love themselves and they're only spreading positivity because that's all that they have to offer and nothing less than that. If you took a picture and you posted it on social media and now you're waiting for someone to compliment you, it's fine. I mean, you posted it for a reason. You posted it for other people to see it. But if you don't get any compliments and then you're like questioning whether you look good in that picture or not, but before you posted it, you were 100% sure that you did look good, and I'm pretty sure that that was actually the case, why are you all of a sudden changing your mind that maybe because nobody else complimented you, you don't actually look as good as you think you do? That is one thing you need to stop doing. If you felt like posting a picture on social media, regardless if you got any compliments from other people or not, keep that picture there. Because trust me that some people might have been actually impressed with the way you look, but some people are jealous. I'm telling you, some people are jealous, and when most of the time when people are jealous, they don't really go out their way to compliment you because they can't bring themselves to feel happy for someone else's beauty because they do not have it. So all that they have to offer is envy and jealousy. So yeah, don't always take it the negative way. You actually look good. It's just that you have some little jealous people that, are actually impressed by the way you look. You look drop dead gorgeous. So keep that picture there where you posted it. Don't delete it, okay? Another thing is you need to start creating habits that will improve your looks. And that might be creating a skincare routine with the right products that are suitable for your skin type. Because if you have perfect skin, you have already improved your looks by a lot. And if you struggle with some sort of skin problems like acne, hyperpigmentation, I recommend you find some products that are targeting these problems that you're struggling with and invest in those products, because investing in yourself will also improve your looks a lot. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be irresponsible with your money, because in the end you still need to be financially responsible. But do not feel guilty about spending money on things that you actually need to improve both your looks and your mental health. They matter. You are your biggest investment. So never feel sorry about spending some money on skincare, hair care, books, clothes, jewelry, accessories, and so on. They are going to improve your looks by a lot. Another important thing that plays a huge role in your physical aspect is your sleep quality. If you don't get enough sleep throughout the night, obviously you're not going to have the energy that is required for you to function properly throughout the day. And physically speaking, you know how you look when you didn't got enough sleep throughout the night. For me personally, my face looks out of shape. And also, do you know that if you do not get enough sleep, you might worsen your skin acne? Yeah, acne, I mean, not getting enough sleep can cause trouble to your skin. Therefore, you might experience all these breakouts that you might not know where they come from, even though you have a perfect skincare that's suitable for your skin concerns. You wash your sheets and everything like that. But the reason might be that you don't get enough sleep. And instead of sleeping, you're also causing dark circles under your eyes by scrolling on social media and ignoring the urge to fall asleep. I've been guilty of that, and yeah, I mean, the next day I did had huge dark circles under my eyes, so don't do that. Another thing is, if you do not eat the right food, you might look and feel out of shape. You might feel as if there's something wrong with you. You feel tired, you feel sluggish, you feel angry all the time, because the food you consume can have a huge impact on how you feel, how you think, and how you will act throughout the day. There was a time where I was eating a lot of junk food. That was when I was really young, and all the time when I went to school, I could not function properly. I could not be thinking during the lessons because my brain was not getting the nutrients that was required for me to study well. So once I stopped eating junk food and I went on a healthier diet, I started getting better grades at school because my brain was getting the nutrients that were necessary for it to function properly. So yeah, make sure that you eat healthy food, but this doesn't mean that you have to go your way and restrict yourself from every type of food that you enjoy, because in the end, balance is key. Another thing is, if you're someone who is really anxious, you are constantly overthinking everything, I recommend you journal your thoughts about yourself. And if someone asks you something, for example, if I were to ask you, how do you view yourself? Both emotionally, mentally, how you express yourself in the world, and physically, of course. And if the first thoughts that come to your mind are very negative, then write them down and kind of take a look at them and see, why are you thinking those thoughts about themselves? What about yourself? What caused you to have such thoughts about yourself? What made you think so low and negatively about yourself? Write them down and make sure that you work on those things so that you will completely erase them from your mind and you will no longer think those things about yourself. For me, that personally helped me a lot in my glow up and healing journey, because if someone were to ask me like 2 years ago what I was thinking about myself, the first thoughts that I was having were very sabotaging and negative. So I started journaling and I saw a bit of improvement once I contemplated on the negative thoughts that I was having about myself. I wrote them down and I realized that those thoughts do not represent me. They are not me. These are not who I am, and I should stop allowing them to convince me that that's actually who I am, because I wasn't. Who I am is the most beautiful person, the most drop-dead gorgeous person, and so on. And you should think those things about yourself. Having high self-esteem is a good thing, and if it makes other people mad, that's their problem and not yours. Having high self-esteem does not mean that you are a narcissist. It does not mean that you think you're better than everyone else. It means that you are giving yourself the proper care and love that you deserve. Because if nobody else were to love you, who would accept for you? And once you start loving and appreciating yourself more, you will no longer feel the need to get it from other people that don't care about you. You will no longer feel needy for someone else's approval and love, because you put yourself first and You will stop chasing other people so that they can validate you and love you the way you actually need to love yourself. And once you start loving yourself and putting yourself first, having high self-esteem, everyone else around you will start chasing you, because now you're operating on another energy, in an energy that is full of self-love, high self-esteem. You realize who you actually are on a spiritual level. You are so much more than what people made you believe that you are. And you're actually someone who is worthy of the most beautiful, gracious things that this world has to offer. And everyone else around you will start treating you the way you deserve to be treated. And that is treating you with love, respect, appreciation, affection. And you will no longer need to chase those things, to wait for those things to come out of their mouth or get reflected through their actions towards you, because now they are giving it to you themselves without you actually having to chase for it, because you know your worth. And like I just said in the beginning of this video, once you start accepting yourself, who you are, and stop feeling the need for other people's validation and approval, everyone else and everything else around you will change, because you have changed your mindset. I hope this video was helpful for you. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you do so, because it helps me so much and it encourages me to keep going. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and leave a comment down below. And if I will see it, I will answer it. Okay, I love you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.